Highly interesting people have a magnetic quality that draws others toward them. They're not necessarily the loudest in the room or the ones with the most extravagant stories, but there's something about them that makes you want to listen, learn, and linger in their presence. They make you feel alive, engaged, and curious just by being themselves. It's not an accident. It's a set of habits they've cultivated, consciously or unconsciously, that keeps their energy vibrant and their personalities endlessly engaging. These habits are not about being perfect or performing. They're about living in a way that fuels connection, curiosity, and authenticity. If you've ever wondered why some people just seem endlessly fascinating, the answer lies in the small things they do every single day. The first habit highly interesting people practice is deep curiosity. They are genuinely interested in the world and the people around them. They don't ask questions just to be polite. They ask because they truly want to know. They'll lean in, listen carefully, and follow up on what you say. They notice details others might miss, and they're not afraid to explore topics outside their own expertise. This curiosity isn't forced. It's an extension of their desire to grow and connect. When someone speaks to them, they feel heard, not just listened to, and that difference is powerful. The second habit is storytelling. Highly interesting people understand that stories are how we connect as human beings. They don't just share facts, they share experiences. Whether they're describing a challenge they overcame, a strange encounter on a trip, or an observation from everyday life, they paint vivid pictures that draw you in. They know how to pace their narratives, when to pause for impact, and how to make their audience feel like they were right there with them. Storytelling is not about self-promotion for them. It's about making the conversation memorable and relatable. Third, they cultivate diverse interests. Interesting people are rarely defined by one single identity or hobby. They explore different fields, try new activities, and learn about things far outside their daily lives. This variety gives them an endless well of conversation topics and perspectives. You might find them reading a book on astronomy one week, taking a cooking class the next, and attending a local art exhibit the week after. They're not doing it to impress anyone. They do it because it enriches their own lives, and that natural enthusiasm is contagious. The fourth habit is practicing active listening. This goes beyond nodding along or waiting for their turn to speak. They fully focus on the person in front of them, making them feel valued and respected. They maintain eye contact, respond thoughtfully, and remember what you've said in previous conversations. This level of attentiveness makes people feel special, which naturally draws them closer. It's one of the most underestimated qualities in social interaction, but it's a huge part of why some people are so compelling. The fifth is embracing vulnerability. While many try to appear flawless or guarded, highly interesting people aren't afraid to show their authentic selves. They'll admit when they don't know something, share stories of their failures, or express their insecurities. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's an invitation for connection. By being open, they give others permission to be real too. And real conversations are always more captivating than surface-level small talk. The sixth habit is maintaining a sense of humor. Interesting people don't necessarily have to be comedians, but they know how to lighten the mood, find joy in everyday mishaps, and laugh at themselves. Humor disarms tension, makes others feel comfortable, and turns ordinary interactions into moments worth remembering. Their humor is never cruel or at someone else's expense. It's inclusive and uplifting. Being around someone who can make you laugh naturally makes you want to spend more time with them. Seventh, they are passionate. Passion is one of the most magnetic traits a person can have. Whether it's about their career, a personal project, or a cause they care about, highly interesting people bring an undeniable energy when they talk about what they love. Their excitement draws you in, even if you know nothing about the topic. Passionate people remind us what it feels like to be truly alive, and that feeling is irresistible. The eighth habit is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and interesting people know how to roll with the punches. They can shift a conversation when needed, adjust to new environments, and stay calm when plans change. This flexibility not only makes them enjoyable to be around, it also makes them capable of handling challenges without losing their spark. Adaptability allows them to embrace the unexpected, which often leads to the most memorable experiences. Ninth, they practice continuous learning. Highly interesting people don't believe they've reached the peak of their knowledge or abilities. They read, explore, take classes, and seek out new perspectives. They don't just collect information. They integrate it into their worldview and share it with others in meaningful ways. This constant growth keeps them from becoming stagnant, and it ensures they always have something fresh and thought-provoking to bring to the table. The 10th habit is cultivating meaningful connections. They don't spread themselves thin by trying to impress everyone. They focus on building deeper relationships with a few people at a time. They invest time, energy, and emotion into these connections, creating bonds that are genuine and lasting. Because of this, when they show up fully, making every interaction feel significant. Finally, the 11th habit is living authentically. Highly interesting people don't mold themselves to fit someone else's expectations. They know who they are, what they value, and what they stand for. They're comfortable in their own skin, which is why others feel comfortable around them. Authenticity is rare in a world where so many hide behind masks, and it's one of the main reasons these individuals leave such a lasting impression. When you put all of these habits together, curiosity, storytelling, diverse interests, active listening, vulnerability, humor, passion, adaptability, continuous learning, meaningful connections, and authenticity, you start to see the bigger picture. Being highly interesting isn't about being born with charisma or leading an extraordinary life. It's about how you choose to engage with the world every single day. It's about creating moments, not just waiting for them. It's about showing up as the most curious, engaged, and real version of yourself. And the best part? Every one of these habits is something you can cultivate, starting today. Over time, they don't just make you more interesting to others. They make life itself infinitely more interesting to you.